My name is Crystal from the Willing Vessel podcast. Today I am going to be doing some peanut butter balls with you. And I have actually, after my chocolate covered cherry video, I had one of my pastors reach out and say, please do this video next. So Rusty, here you go. The first thing you need is a pound of butter. And yes, I did say a pound. A whole pound of butter. These are not healthy. These do not do great things for your waistlines, but they do great things for your taste buds. So you need a whole pound of butter at room temperature. You do want it soft. And I apologize if you hear the dehydrator in the background. My husband is making some venison jerky. And we have already told our boys they're for gifts and they can only have a little bit, but we will see how that goes. Again, I have boys. My husband bought this for my peanut butter balls, but the kids, one of them, I have a feeling I know who, has already gotten into it. But it actually, I need 28 ounces and this is a 16-ounce jar. So 28 ounces of peanut butter. I have some more I'm just gonna add to this. So a pound of butter, 28 ounces of peanut butter. These are actually really simple to make. Very, very tasty. We used to live in a smaller, well, yeah, somewhat smaller neighborhood, smaller yards. Excuse me. And I had some kids knock on my garage door, not my front door, but my garage door. And they were actually kids I hadn't met yet. And they asked if they could have a peanut butter ball. And I was like, what? I mean, I didn't even know them, hadn't seen them around yet. But my son Cody had told them about my peanut butter balls. So they showed up at my garage asking for peanut butter balls. After I gave them some, I had more kids in the neighborhood coming for more peanut butter balls. I finally had to say no more. So needless to say, these are very good. Kids absolutely love them. They taste like a certain cup we won't mention. So I think I probably will need a little bit more peanut butter, but we are going to start with this and get this mixing and see how it goes. Okay, after you start to get that mixed up, we will need 2 pounds of powdered sugar. I'm gonna put a little bit of this powdered sugar in a bowl for me when I'm rolling in the balls later. Okay. And then again, you want to do this powdered sugar very slowly. And then you just start incorporating the ingredients. Okay. So we've got that all nicely incorporated. I did not add any more peanut butter to it. This met approval of my taste tester. So, show you. The dough is fairly sticky and it's very soft. So we are gonna make some balls here. And we are going to put them on our parchment lined paper. Now for these, before you sugaring my hands, so before you try to dip these in chocolate, you do want to freeze these a little bit. Get them flash frozen, just so that they're not quite, because they're very soft. I mean, imagine it's butter, peanut butter, and powdered sugar. So they are very soft and they're not going to stick on the toothpick very well unless you freeze them and get them a little bit firm. So I'm going to get all of these in ball stage with got my little cookie dough hook, and then I will get them in the freezer. And these actually make quite a bit. It'll be at least 2 cookie sheets full, quite possibly we'll need a third one. So once I get at least halfway through, I'll start my double boiler for dipping them in the chocolate. But I'll come back for that. In the meantime, I'm gonna roll them all into some yummy, delicious balls. I'll see you back. All right, so I got all the peanut butter mixture into balls. They are, I put them in the freezer and then got them a little flash frozen so that they are able to work with. I have my double boiler going, this time with a bar of wax. Used a whole bar because these actually get pretty soft. I have 2 cups of chocolate chips, actually probably about 2.5 cups of chocolate chips in here. And I use milk chocolate when I do the peanut butter. It makes it very good, okay? Dip that, so we're putting a toothpick in there, dipping, and it'll set up pretty quick, especially since the peanut butter balls are cold. So stabbing that with the toothpick, putting this in my chocolate. So some people do the Buckeyes where you have the peanut butter showing on the top. I think they're called Buckeyes, I'm not 100% sure. I don't generally do that. If I run out of chocolate, I might let that happen and act like it's on purpose. And then I do reuse my toothpicks. So you just kind of roll and have it release from the chocolate. Now you're gonna have a bit of a hole here where that toothpick is. So you just take your chocolate. Ooh, that's hot. Shouldn't have left that in there with the steam. So then you're just gonna take a little bit of your chocolate and you're just gonna drizzle it over the top and cover up those holes. Now, another way I do this sometimes is I'll melt peanut butter chips and do that over the top. So then you have these yummy, beautiful peanut butter balls. And like I said, when you make them, you run the risk of all the kids in the neighborhood showing up. Y'all have a Merry Christmas. Like I said, they're already coming.